and welcome to the Russellville Christmas Parade. Setting in for Tom Camerling, I'm Johnny Story. Boy, we have a great Christmas parade and also some extra special editions. You know, it wouldn't be holiday without a special set of goodies. We've got some great sponsors, Advanced Collision Solutions. We certainly appreciate them. Representative Andrea and Philip Lee. Also on hand, Cornwall Funeral Homes, over a century of Cary and River Valley Crematorium. Coldwell banker James R. Ford and Associates, thanks so much for being a part of our activities today. Regions Bank. Also, we look ahead to Italian Gardens, and we've got some special things to tell you about Italian Gardens downtown Russellville. Liberty Bank of Arkansas, Real Banking, Liberty Bank. Suddenlink, make sure your life is connected. Isn't a Russellville tree lighting. It's an Arkansas River Valley tree lighting. The Christmas tree lighting for 2012 has always been an opportunity for moms and dads, boys and girls, aunts and uncles to get together and think about the holiday season. Now, those Kawadians, I love the hot chocolate. And speaking of hot chocolate, there's that jolly old elf from the north and his lovely wife, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, visiting with all the boys and girls this year right around the community Christmas tree. Hey, they're counting down the moments when the tree will be lighted and we'll be ready for a Russellville Christmas parade. What a wonderful time of year in the Arkansas River Valley, an opportunity for everyone to get together and remember the reason for the season, most importantly, but at the same time to really think about family, friends, and how lucky we are in the Arkansas River Valley and the state of Arkansas. St. Nick is ready to sing with the kids. I could see the tree lighted in just a few moments. This is a great time of year. They didn't want me singing over there. They realize I'm a little off key. Here we go.
Trying to get all the kids together over there. Make it cuter.
It's a great time when we can get everyone together in downtown Russellville on the green there at the Bank of America. We're lucky that the temperatures are really pretty pleasant. Someone wants to be on camera. Oh, maybe not.
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide a sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as he shouted out with glee, yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history like Columbus. Now let's do the Hallelujah chorus.
What's that?
We're very lucky to have some fantastic entertainment and very talented young people in the Arkansas River Valley.
Everybody!
Are you ready? And the official lighting of the community Christmas tree for 2012. What a beautiful tree. What a great tradition in the downtown Russellville area. We certainly enjoy having Mr. and Mrs. Claus making their way into the Arkansas River Valley. Now get ready. The Russellville Christmas Parade is just moments away. We certainly appreciate all of our great sponsors, including Advanced Collision Solutions, Representative Andrea and Philip Lee, and Cornwall Funeral Homes and River Valley Crematory, as well as Coldwell banker James R. Ford and Associates for making our broadcast here possible. Throughout the night, you'll be able to see some of the times that this will be featured on Suddenlink. So watch for those billboards. Look at that crowd. Now, I've done a number of parades over the years, and I have to say, I think we've had a fantastic crowd that has assembled in the downtown Russellville area to enjoy this year's Christmas parade. As we said, we're in the catbird seat. We're right here on the corner of Denver and Main Street. And Spencer over at Italian Gardens, always nice enough to come out, help us get all of our equipment together, even provided power for us. Italian Gardens in downtown Russellville. Thanks, Spencer, and your entire staff. Some of the other sponsors, Liberty Bank, Suddenlink, You can live live connected through Suddenlink. And our friends at IMC Studios, of course, they make it all possible. While I may be the voice, John Montgomery, Bobby, and the staff do a fantastic job of getting the video just right. So we'll take this time to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you and yours from IMC Studios. You know, when you enjoy these broadcasts on Suddenlink, we hope that you'll do us a favor and give the folks at IMC and some of these different sponsors a call and let them know you appreciate being able to watch the parade. As we said, throughout the night, look for the billboards about when you can watch our broadcast on Suddenlink Channel 6 for 2012. We certainly appreciate the working cooperation that IMC Studios and Suddenlink has had for many years in putting together not only the Christmas parade, but many other area activities. Aren't we blessed that we have this sort of cooperation and this sort of availability of some of these special events for those maybe that can't get out? I think about grandparents and maybe moms and dads that have gotten to that age where they love to go to the Christmas parade. Here's an opportunity for you to be a part of it all. And looking into the distance, all over around Boulder Avenue, coming our way, it's the Russellville Christmas Parade for 2012. And we're going to have a big one. Don't forget some of our sponsors that help to make it all possible in our broadcast. Just couldn't happen without them. Liberty Bank, Regions Bank, and Coldwell banker James R. Ford and Associates. And it turns out this year we have 76-plus entries in the Christmas Parade, one of the biggest around. And, of course, Russellville Christmas Parade has for many, many years been known as a great opportunity for people to get together. And it's sort of like a homecoming. You know, you may not think about it that way, but I have lots of friends and acquaintances that make their way back every year for the Russellville Christmas Parade. And you can see as the Russellville Police Department makes its way toward us there with their police cruiser, they are followed by the color guard and the flags of the United States of America, the state of Arkansas, and, of course, the official color guard making their way with the parade traveling originally from over around 10th Street to the north on Arkansas Avenue, then making the grand sweep at the Polk County Courthouse. We have the Russellville Cyclone Marching Band making their way to our vantage point. So let's take the time to listen in. The Russellville High School Marching Band. What a great tradition the Russellville High School Band has. Of course, it was under the tutelage of H.L. Shepard and Travis Beard that the Russellville High School Marching Band was at the inauguration of Jimmy Carter in 1976 and also at the inauguration of Bill Clinton in 1992-93. There they are, the Russellville High School Marching Band. They are always a very important part of the Christmas parade, and we certainly enjoy it. I really love to broadcast the Christmas parades every year and have an opportunity to see some old friends like Charlotte Fultz. She is Miss Arkansas. I should say Mrs. Arkansas. In a beautiful convertible BMW there, Charlotte Fultz, Mrs. Arkansas, making her way as the parade winds its way, making the sweep there at Arkansas and Main Street, and then we'll travel on to El Paso Avenue, where essentially it will disband. St. John's Catholic School every year, they do a great job in thinking out what would we design this year to have a great float. And obviously, well, they hit the nail right on the head for 2012. They are the grand prize winners, St. John's Catholic School in Russellville on West Main Street. And Mr. Tyler and all the staff out there, let me tell you what, they are great folks. And you can imagine how much time it takes to put together a float like this, one that wins the grand prize. So we salute St. John's Catholic School of West Main in Russellville, and congratulations. And some of those St. John's student body members that are making their way along Main Street enjoying a fantastic Russellville Christmas parade here for 2012. Well, we'll take just a moment to remind you Regions Bank, Italian Gardens, and Liberty Bank, as well as Suddenlink. These are some of our sponsors that have helped to make our broadcast possible this year, and we certainly send best wishes and a Merry Christmas to all of those, and thanks for your participation. Well, it wouldn't be Christmas without having the best ride, a Bronco, lighted with all the holiday, and look at that wreath on the front. You talk about a beauty. Now, I don't know that I'd want to, I would want to pay the price for those tires there. So definitely, if you know the guys at Best Ride and you'd like to get them some new tires for the holidays, might be a great opportunity to help out. You know, I mentioned this is a Polk County parade. Atkins Fire Department, the Atkins Fire Department entering this year's effort, and a beautiful engine there. They have a great fire department in the Atkins area, and people that for many, many years have been a part of that effort. Not only the youth that are in it now, but parents and grandparents. Claire Hodgson, she is Miss Arkansas Tech University. Nice to see Claire along in this year's Christmas parade, and we certainly appreciate her representing not only Arkansas Tech, but the Arkansas River Valley in such fine fashion. Well, this is the First Place commercial floats, and it's sponsored by First State Bank. You know, it wouldn't be possible to have the monetary prizes and as well the honors that we have for these individuals that have really gone the extra mile and put this together without these sponsors. And we certainly appreciate them being a part of sponsoring these different awards that we talk to you about every year. All That Dance Incorporated, quite an award winner. And you can see the holiday finery right there, and some moms and dads and some of those that are a part of All That Dance. They have a great dance studio, and they really enjoy. There's the somersault right there. There's 3. Here's 4. There's 5. And let me tell you, I wish I could do that at my age. How about Miss Polk County Fair Queen? Kristen Beggs is in a polar white Ford Mustang, and she is waving to everyone. And you know, I know the kids love to see Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, but when the royalty makes its way through, and we are blessed in the Arkansas River Valley with a number of young ladies that love to be a part of these pageants, I think they make the kids smile just as much. Serenity Skincare and Salon, lots of businesses make a parade, and especially a Polk County parade, and we certainly appreciate them being a part of our lineup here today. We certainly appreciate all of our great sponsors, including Advanced Collision Solutions, Representative Andre and Philip Lee, and Cornwall Funeral Homes and River Valley Crematory, as well as Regions Bank and Coal banker James R. Ford and Associates for making our broadcast here possible. Cogswell Towing. Now, I want to tell you, the Cogswell Towing Group has in the past had they tried to see who can blow their horns more. Is it the first towing with all the hay there, or you can see the other tow trucks back from our vantage point over here at Italian Gardens? But it is not unusual to see them in horn battles, and it's pretty interesting. You may be able to hear them, but I think I hear, there they go. Not unlike the Arkansas Tech Band in their travels in southern Arkansas, and for many years there were battles after the Arkansas Tech games between two bands to see who could outplay each other. Well, there's another one of those horns. Now, you may have had a pretty good idea which one you think. Was it the big truck, the middle truck, the smaller size? Well, you may have had your favorites. One of my favorites was this Cogswell Towing Float. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring. They were all at the Russellville Christmas Parade. And that is really a nice float for Cogswell Towing. Of course, KB Cogswell and the Cogswell Motors family since 1949 in the Arkansas River Valley. Ronald McDonald. McDonald's always a part of the Christmas Parade. And, of course, Mr. Allen and his lovely bride driving Ronald McDonald along in this year's effort. Well, let's listen in to the Pottsville High School Band. They do a fantastic job. Let's see if we're going to get a chance to hear them play. So many times they get just past our vantage point. We are very lucky in the Arkansas River Valley to have some great band directors and flag line personnel, and we appreciate them being on hand. The Pottsville Band in the Russellville Christmas Parade for 2012. This is Liberty Tax Service. I wish I had that much manual dexterity with that sign. Let me tell you what, I'm lucky to be able to pick up the newspaper and not drop it. AAF Automatic Auto Financing. There's Ramos. Ramos, one of the great salespeople over there, and the official AAF Banana right there. Of course, they're located on East Main in Russellville, just another one of the businesses on hand for this year's Russellville Christmas Parade. Great weather tonight, just couldn't be better. Girl Scouts of Dover, Troop 6030. Every time I see them come by, I'm always wondering, do they have any Girl Scout cookies on that float? Celebrating 100 years of service, your Girl Scouts, and this a Dover Girl Scout Troop 6030. And it was great to see them in this year's float. Look at all those lighted floats in this year's event. Lots of generators, lots of time spent in putting lights on, stringing lights on these trucks. Many times it could be a car. Speaking of cars, not that far away, we'll see the beginning of some of our antique cars. Arvest Bank of Russellville entering this year's Russellville Christmas Parade. Ford pickup pulling that float in. Is that the Grinch I see? The Grinch did not steal Christmas. He has a big smile on his face, and he's wishing everyone a very happy holiday season. It's always good to see the Grinch has mended his wayward activities and realizes that the holiday season is something everyone should enjoy, like we're enjoying the Russellville Christmas Parade. We certainly appreciate you being along to visit with us today. Johnny Story setting in for Tom Camerley. He's a little under the weather. He always does the parade and does a fantastic job. And we'll look forward to Tom being back in 2013. Hallie Bowman, she is Petite Miss Arkansas International. And another one of our royalty members on hand here for the Christmas Parade this year. I'm really excited about the fact that we have a fantastic crowd, and the weather's really not bad. I was telling someone a little while ago, I was over getting a cup of hot chocolate before we got things underway, and I remember back not that many years ago, we were down broadcasting the parade, and it was 17 degrees with a 20-mile-per-hour wind, so much more comfortable on this day. Polk County OEM, the Office of Emergency Management, and in the Arkansas River Valley, we are lucky to have a real crackerjack team of guys that take care of business. Let me tell you what. When there are emergencies, we realize the Polk County Office of Emergency Management is there to help. And not only in the Polk County area, they many times, because of their expertise, are called all across the state of Arkansas. Their dive team and the many other facets of the Office of Emergency Management. We're blessed here in the Arkansas River Valley to have this sort of experience, and as well those individuals that realize that giving to help out those in need in an emergency situation have their own rewards. And we do appreciate each and every one of these individuals, men and women, that are a part of the Office of Emergency Management. One of their big boats there that they brought out tonight, want to show off a little bit, and I can't say I blame them. A beautiful addition here not that many years ago to the OEM. Well, here's your third place commercial float. The Atkins Belly Dancers are along. They do a fantastic job. Not that long ago, I was at an event, a competition that I believe these young ladies were at, and they fared very well. You know, there's believe it or not, a lot of competition, belly dance competition all across the state of Arkansas. And here we are, the Atkins Belly Dancers along in the Russellville Christmas Parade. We have a great vantage point here. We're right on the corner of Denver and as well Main Street, and we want to thank Italian Gardens for inviting us to be here. Storm Shelters of Arkansas, that big dually Ford pickup, all set. Reminding people, the storm season not that far away. Storm Shelters of Arkansas. First place nonprofit division, the Welcome Hill Assembly of God Church. And a lot of people, even before the parade, I had a lot of people bragging about this float because they had seen it and thought that it was very well done. The greatest story ever told. You can see the Christmas trees and the scene of the manger and that Star of Bethlehem. We congratulate Welcome Hill for their efforts. The U.S. Forestry Service always is nice enough to put a telephone call in and say, Smokey, we need you. And there he is. Only you can prevent forest fires, and Smokey says Merry Christmas. Tina's Gymnastics and Cheerleading. Now, I don't know about you, but I would love to have that much energy, but I wouldn't even try to do those somersaults in downtown Russellville on Main Street, but they do it with ease, it seems like. Tina's Gymnastics, of course, for many, many years in the Arkansas River Valley, one of those places that people began their gymnastics careers, and a location they really, most moms and dads enjoy seeing the kids be a part of. Well, the Saints are making their way. I guess we could say the Saints are they're marching in right here in the Russellville Christmas Parade. TGIC, of course, that means Tina's Gymnastics Saints. All a part of the many different facets of Tina's Gymnastics. Of course, they have gymnastics, they have dancing, they have a little bit of everything. A lot of smiles out there, so obviously these kids and their parents and grandparents enjoy them being not only a part of the efforts each and every year at Tina's Gymnastics that help them with exercise and dexterity, but they enjoy being a part of the Russellville Christmas Parade. We enjoy reminding you that our great sponsors help to make it all possible. Advanced Collision Solutions Representative Andrea and Philip Lee, Cornwall Funeral Homes and River Valley Crematory, and Coldwell Banker James R. Ford and Associates. Just a few of our sponsors we want to remind you about. Throughout our parade, we hope you'll look for those information slates. They will include the dates and times you'll be able to watch the parade. Now, maybe you're watching it now, but you want, another member of the family to be able to see someone that you saw during the parade. Well, you can keep up with them many times because we'll have an opportunity for this to be broadcast on Suddenlink Channel 6. And we hope you enjoy it. Again, IMC Studios, they, of course, are the ones that put it all together. The magic of IMC Studios. That's one of the things we want to remind you about. If you're in business and you're looking for someone to do maybe television or video commercial, remember IMC. Cameron, Abby, and Avery Neal Freeman. Now, talk about some royalty there. They are right there in that Trans Am. A convertible Trans Am for everyone to be able to wave and enjoy. Now, the Russellville Band, the Russellville High School Marching Band, was along a bit earlier. But, you know, those band members begin with the bottom of a tree, the root of a tree. They grow as they make their way through, and they begin in the Russellville Junior High Marching Band. And here they are. Junior High Marching Band, a part of for many years, the Russellville High School Junior High and Senior High bands would march together at a lot of events, and also at the Marching Band Contest would perform. Well, here they are, Russellville Junior High Marching Band, and we certainly appreciate all their directors. And, you know, we salute those band parents as well. We talk about the band members and about the band directors, but it wouldn't be possible without mom and dad or maybe grandmother and granddad taking those kiddos to all those activities. So a big salute to everyone that makes it possible. We're proud to have a great marching band program and concert band program in the Russellville school system. My Child Enrichment, our next float as we make our way through the Russellville Christmas Parade for 2012. And we are happy to see My Child in this year's effort. Of course, that van adorned with all the holiday finery, the Christmas lights, and wishes of happy holidays and Merry Christmas from everyone at My Child Enrichment. Great night for a Russellville Christmas Parade. People getting their exercise, moms and dads enjoying some hot chocolate with the kids, and really one of the premier parade events in the state of Arkansas. People are, as we mentioned earlier, it's many times it's an opportunity for people to get back together like a homecoming and maybe begin their Christmas shopping either before or after the parade. And this is a good time to remind you to shop your local merchants first this holiday season. Michael Rogers, now he has the energy, making his way along in a pedal vehicle through this year's parade. RV Martial Arts, River Valley Martial Arts on hand. Now, I don't know if they're going to do some kung fu fighting out there. I wouldn't think so. But for those, we saw the Grinch earlier, and hopefully the Grinch will not steal Christmas, but if he decides to turn back to his wicked ways, the RV Martial Arts crew can maybe change his mind. We appreciate them being a part of this year's parade. Second place nonprofit. The second place award winner nonprofit, Pottsville Assembly of God Church. We'll get a bit closer and take a look at exactly what this float entails. And it is, of course, a look at the Holy Bible and the Star of Bethlehem and that night so long ago, reminding us that he has arrived, the King of Kings. Pottsville Assembly of God Church in this year's Christmas parade. Well, the Polk County Library System, and, you know, we always kind of remind everyone, a lot of times we think about the library as maybe those in Russellville think about the library as just Russellville, or those in Atkins, the library in just Atkins, or in Hector. But the Polk County Library is Atkins, Dover, Hector, and Russellville. A library system to be proud of, and we certainly appreciate not only those individuals that come out and enjoy the library, but all the librarians and the people that help to make it possible. And for those communities that may not have a library located in them, well, you have an opportunity to be visited by the Bookmobile. And if you haven't enjoyed a book recently, haven't had an opportunity to read a good book, we would certainly urge you to do so. And it's easy to do. You can become a part of the library simply by dropping by and visiting. There's Miss Shawn there, who's the director of the Polk County Library System. Shawn and the other librarians will be happy to talk with you about getting that library card and getting you started once again. Reading really, truly is fundamental. Arkansas Tech cheerleaders. Arkansas Tech University, of course, a very important part of the Arkansas River Valley. Think about it. You know, when I was a youngster, Russellville was just barely over 8,000 or 9,000 people. Now there are more than 10,000 students on the Arkansas Tech campus, Russellville, and in Ozark. That's amazing. We have the Arkansas Tech cheerleaders making their way along Main Street and wishing everyone happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas. Well, Boast Adult Development Center, now they have gone to, a lot of effort to get this Ford pickup and its associated portions all lighted up. In fact, can't you see? That is a Boast Express. It's the train and the train cars making their way along in the Russellville Christmas Parade for 2012. Addison Kuntz, she's Tiny Miss Arkansas River Valley. Addison looking beautiful in that Volkswagen convertible. Addison, Merry Christmas to you, and I hope you have a happy holiday season. Not that far away, the Relay for Life, and the members of Relay for Life in Pope and Yell counties, many of those supporting this effort are in the parade quite frequently to remind everyone that this is a wonderful thing to participate in. Relay for Life held many years at the Russellville High School, the Cyclone field, and we'd urge you to be a part of a team this coming year. We always are happy to see those fire trucks, Crow Mountain Fire Department, coming along there. Beautiful engine right there. Looks like, now, I'm not well-versed in fire trucks, but I believe that's an American LaFrance. And if I'm incorrect, I apologize, but we certainly say Merry Christmas to everyone at the Crow Mountain Fire Department. Alan Kimball has a float this year, and he's coming along in with a tractor there that is well alighted, and happy to bring the season's greetings to all those that are a part of this year's Russellville Christmas Parade. All those lights give us a time to remember the reason for the season, like Unity Assembly of God of Pottsville. That's what they have highlighted their float about, the reason for the holiday season, and that is the birth of Christ. American Red Cross, let me tell you, in 2012, as you well know, they have been extremely busy. But there's always a time to say, let's take a break. Let's say thanks to all those people that have helped out for those less fortunate, especially in those situations where tornadoes, or maybe it was a hurricane, or it could be a situation where the American Red Cross and disaster relief are needed. And we salute the American Red Cross for being a part of our Christmas parade. Community Christian School, boy, I tell you what, they are holding high their banner, and they have great attendance here. Community Christian School and their members making their way along Main Street for this year's Russellville Christmas Parade. Well, take a look at that float. So much work going into putting these floats together for this year's effort, and don't be surprised if you don't see them in some of the other parades around, because they do want everyone to have an opportunity to see the handiwork of those dads and maybe other members of the organization that have taken time off after a busy day to put in some time to do construction on these floats. Russellville Pee Wee football and the cheerleaders, very active here locally. We have a number of Pee Wee football teams and their coaches, and they want to extend their wishes of season's greetings and happy holiday to everyone in the Arkansas River Valley as a part of this year's Russellville Christmas Parade. Don't forget some of our sponsors that help to make it all possible. Our broadcast couldn't happen without them. Suddenlink, Liberty Bank, Italian Gardens, Regions Bank, and Coldwell banker James R. Ford and Associates. Well, more fire engines. Now, we have a number of fire engines from all throughout the Arkansas River Valley. Some new, some of these restored, and a great deal of effort. If you've ever tried to restore an antique car, you have an idea of what it's like to restore a fire engine, but throw that all out the window when you think about all the work. There's my old buddy Ray Haney and his Dalmatian, that beautiful engine that he bought in the Crosset area and has restored and is always displaying that at some of the parades. Ray, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Talk about some nice antique cars. We have them several this year. There's a Ford Mustang from mid the 60s, a 39, if I'm not mistaken, a 1939 Chevy. But look at all the extra lights and everything. And you can see the interior from our vantage point. Talk about a beauty. Now, that car right there looks very familiar. About a 67, 68 Camaro. It's Good Deal Charlie. It's Good Deal Charlie. One of his many vehicles that he always has in the parade. I think that's about a 72 model Oldsmobile. Talk about a nice one. Here's one of my favorites, and this gentleman here has done a great job with this. A 1935 Ford 5-window coupe. But look at that engine. I mean, it's ready for speed. Speeding on down the roadway is a gentleman that everyone loves to visit with, especially over at Big Red Drive-In. Keith Williams in that 1947 Mercury. That is a beauty. Fire engine red, and always nice to see. Bill Moody and his lovely wife in that Hudson. I believe that's a 50 model. Let's see if he's going to rack the pipes and throw the... There it is, the flame. Bill always, let me tell you, he makes the Russellville Christmas Parade special. The VW Club, Islands of Misfit Toys. If you've ever ridden along in a VW bus, and that's one of the camper buses they made for a while, a lot of fun. You might see the thing there. There's the zebra thing in this year's parade, and 1, 2, 3 alighted bugs. Most of those from the late 60s and early 70s. The VW Club, a part of this year's Russellville Christmas Parade. I'd love to have that one right there, that little convertible there. A lot of fun. And the only thing that most people did not like about that car was the fact that you had to wind it up, drive a little ways, then you had to get out and wind it up again. No, I'm just kidding. But it was cute with the wind on the back, showing off the great craftsmanship and the artwork of those people that took the time to restore these Volkswagens. So we thank the Arkansas River Valley VW Club for being a part of this year's effort. Dover High School Band and cheerleaders, my old pal there, Mr. Marlowe, Jeff Marlowe. Jeff and I worked in the radio business before he became a band director, and he does a wonderful job. And we certainly salute the Dover High School Marching Band for all their efforts. It's always nice to see them. Thank you, ladies. Oh, they promised me some hot chocolate. I had some a little bit earlier. But they said, hey, we know where you are. We know you're broadcasting the parade, so we're going to bring you some hot chocolate over there. It's always nice to see you, ladies. Thank you very much. Let's listen into the Dover Marching Band. Dover High School Marching Band, part of our Russellville Christmas Parade. The Lady Cyclone volleyball team, boy, a lot to be proud of, and they are along. Merry Christmas is the word from the Lady Cyclone volleyball team for this year of 2012. We certainly appreciate you being tuned in, you viewing the Russellville Christmas Parade this year. And we remind you throughout the evening, you'll see different times when you'll be able to view the Russellville Christmas Parade. One of my old friends was Butch Moore. He played Santa Claus for many, many years for a number of young people. He is gone, but his memory lives on. And we certainly want to salute the Santa's Choice in memory of Butch Moore. It's Dance with Joy. Joy does a fantastic job, Joy Murphy, and all her very talented. You can see from young to every age they're out there. And I think I see an elf I recognize there. I think I see Miss Wraith. She is a wonderful elf. Marine Corps League Detachment 1310. The Marine Corps League is so active with Toys for Tots. Now, we want to take just a moment to remind you, if you realize if you have someone in your family, a youth in your family that you're buying toys for, think about those youth out there that do not have toys and no prospect of toys. If you can pick up a toy and get that to the Marine Corps League for Toys for Tots, it will make a big, big difference. And very happy holidays from the Marine Corps League. First Free Will Baptist Church has the Legend of Candy Cane. And let me tell you, I had an opportunity not that many years ago to do their Christmas cantata with them and really enjoyed it. A number of very talented people in their choir. Cub Scout Pack number 182. Get my tongue over my eye teeth. Can't see what I'm saying. Cub Scout Pack number 182. Along with us for 2012, and we appreciate all the Scouts and all the Girl Scouts that are involved with this year's Christmas Parade. Speaking of people we appreciate, definitely a salute to our National Guardsmen. And I believe we have three full units from the Army National Guard that are a part of this year's effort. Here's something to think about this holiday season. If you see a guardsman in their outfit, their uniform, let them know you appreciate them, all right? Gumlog Fellowship Church in this year's Christmas Parade, and a great float there, looking back to the manger scene so many years ago. And we certainly appreciate them being included in this year's Christmas Parade. Now, I see one of my old friends here, and he and I have eaten pizza together on more than one occasion. It wouldn't be a Russellville Christmas Parade without Little Caesar. This guy has more energy. Obviously, he takes care of himself. Little Caesar's Pizza of Arkansas, they always have the Little Caesar efforts there. And, of course, Little Caesar himself is a very entertaining character around the holiday season. So, Merry Christmas from Little Caesars, North Arkansas in Russellville. Portia Metcalf is Teen Miss Polk County Fair Queen for 2012 and another one of our royalty in this year's parade. And we certainly are glad to see Portia. Wish her a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Portia Metcalf. Moreland Fire Department bringing their engine in. The Moreland Fire Department, of course, always a very busy department and a volunteer effort there where people come out and they say, we want to pitch in, we want to help out in our community, and we want to be a part of this effort. The Moreland Fire Department. Second place commercial. The second place commercial float for 2012 is Cargill. Cargill in the Arkansas River Valley, and their office located there at the Bank of America location in downtown Russellville. Their members getting together to let everyone know Cargill cares, and a beautiful float for 2012 in the Russellville Christmas Parade. You can see folks are excited about the parade. They're not going anywhere. They know that jolly old elf from the north is not that far away. He's going to be visiting with us in just a few minutes, making his way down Main Street. Well, you can see back there in the back to our vantage point, looking back toward the American flag, the big flag at Maine and Arkansas. We still have plenty of entries. You also see a Russellville Police Department bike patrol individual right there, and we want to thank the Russellville Police Department for everything they do to make this all a possibility. Lots of security as well going on. Hogan Dedicated Services is our next float. Take an 18-wheeler, and this a cattle truck. Do a lot of decorating work, more lights than you'll see on the Empire State Building, and drive it in the Russellville Christmas Parade. And that was a very popular one. And you can hear a little bit of a battle between the horn of the Hogan truck and one of our other fire departments making their way along Main Street, and it is the Pottsville Fire Department. Pottsville with a great engine there, and one that is definitely adorned with its holiday finery. Some of the members of the fire department, those volunteers, and as well as some family members on hand to wish everyone in the Arkansas River Valley a very Merry Christmas. The Pottsville Fire Department. Happy Jumpers Party Supplies and Rentals, Susan Grider and her staff always bring to you some fun and an opportunity for you to enjoy the bump and jumps there. Just remember, Happy Jumpers, and they are on hand to wish you a very Merry Christmas in this year's Russellville Christmas Parade. We'll take just a moment to remind you that you can find out more about our Christmas Parade broadcast also by going online to imcstudios.com, imcstudios.com, or log on to russellvillearkansas.org, russellvillearkansas.org. Matt McCoy, your State Farm Insurance agent, is along hand here, and all of his crew want to wish for you a very Merry Christmas. Remember, when it comes to all your insurance needs, Matt McCoy is on hand to help you. Farmers Insurance, all right? Well, we have a great vantage point here, and we keep bragging about our location. We're right on the corner of Denver and Main Street, right in front of Italian Gardens. Thanks to Spencer and his staff for helping us out. They came out and assisted us in getting our equipment put together, set up here in the catbird seat, and just enjoy. Speaking of enjoying, another battle. You can hear the battle going on. 1, 2, 3, I think 4 Hodges Wrecker Service vehicles. Now, these are some beautiful wreckers, and Hodges Wrecker Service, of course, always very busy in the Arkansas River Valley, taking care of all the needs. Listen to the battle. Who's going to win this one? Maybe the school bus back there. I always forget the school bus, but they are all vehicles in the Hodges team, letting you know that when you're in need of heavy-duty wrecker service, they're there to serve you most importantly, but they're also happy to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Now, this gentleman right here with this 1956 Chevy Nomad, you can deliver that to 2705 East Parkway, River Valley Radio, okay? Just drop that off there. Won't be a problem. Beautiful, beautiful car. Hodges Heavy Duty Truck Parts and Service and Wrecker Service. Third place in the nonprofit division. And we have had some fantastic entries this year. The Rehoboth Assembly of God Church. A lot of work, so much work goes into putting together these floats each and every year, and it's just amazing how people have time to spend that busy day at work, taking care of all the particulars, and then they have a commitment. They want to put together something beautiful for a Christmas parade, and it always comes together. Parker Hill Holiness Church. Come unto thee, me that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. It's more than just a story. It is the holiday season. Michaela and Frankie Harrell also in this year's parade. Waving to everyone, more of our royalty. Michaela and Frankie Harrell wishing to you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Baby Miss Pope County Fair Queen is Adalyn Harris. Adalyn Harris. I guess I need to put my glasses on here. Adalyn Harris. She is Baby Miss Pope County Fair Queen and getting an opportunity with Mom's help to wave at everyone. Don't forget, Advanced Collision Solutions make our broadcast possible, but so many other individuals, Representative Andrea and Philip Lee. Also, as we have a break in the parade, we'll remind you Cornwall Funeral Homes and River Valley Crematory, over a century of care. Coldwell banker James R. Ford and Associates. Don't forget as well, Regions Bank, one of our great sponsors. We also have, we mentioned Spencer and Italian Gardens, cafe, sandwiches, steaks, and all that great Italian food. Liberty Bank of Arkansas, real banking, it's Liberty Bank. And Suddenlink, live connected. Suddenlink, and that's exactly where you'll be able to view the Russellville Christmas Parade and a number of opportunities. Maybe you are watching and enjoying, and you want to tell family members and friends to take a look at one of the many viewings we'll have of our parade this year. Well, we would urge you to use that word of mouth. Hop on that Facebook, or maybe you're a Twitter person. Well, Twitter someone to watch the Russellville Christmas tree lighting and parade. You can also view it online at imcstudios.com or russellvillearkansas.org, and that's pretty handy. You can view it online, imcstudios.com and russellvillearkansas.org. Many opportunities for you to enjoy the Russellville Christmas Parade. You know, Mr. Clement and the folks at Atkins High School have for many years, they enjoy doing those concerts through the year and around the football season, getting out there in the marching band. But I really think one of their favorite times of year is the holiday season. And you can tell by listening in. Let's listen into the Atkins High School Band. The Atkins Red Devil Band, the high school band for those Red Devils, and we certainly appreciate them making the trip to Russellville and being in the Russellville Christmas Parade. Very pleasant weather this evening. You probably could see in the distance the American flag. A bit of a breeze. I'm going to say about a 15-mile-per-hour breeze out of the south here this evening, so a little bit brisk. That's the reason the hot chocolate was so pleasant a bit earlier on this evening. And the young ladies that brought that up here a little while ago, we certainly appreciate that. Pope County Emergency Medical Services. We are so blessed in the Arkansas River Valley to have these trained individuals and the equipment that help to make these emergency medical runs possible. And special thanks going to the Pope County Quorum Court for their support of Pope County EMS. Wayne's Wrecker Service, take a look at this detail. I saw this float before the parade began, and you talk about a lot of detail. People have gone to a lot of trouble to put this together. Wayne's Wrecker Service, thanks so much for being in this year's Russellville Christmas Parade for 2012. Coming up next, there's the Christmas tree right there. The regulators at Cat Eye Custom. They always have a very interesting float. You started off with a Humvee with a white Christmas tree on top. Then you bring in a Christmas carol and all those custom motorcycles. Take a look at that. Oh my goodness. Santa, I know what I want under my Christmas tree. C&H Overhead Door, one of our floats in this year's Russellville Christmas Parade, and you can see old Frosty the Snowman is very appreciative of C&H. You see his garage door, when he was getting ready to come to the south, his garage door locked up, and he called Overhead Door folks, C&H Overhead Door, and they were able to open that up for him. William Dolph and Ava Ramirez, more of our royalty in the Russellville Christmas Parade this year, and we certainly appreciate Lillian and Dolph and Ava Ramirez for being on hand. Well, it wouldn't be a Russellville Christmas Parade without the Arkansas Tech Band of Distinction, and a great opportunity to not only take a look at the pageantry of the Arkansas Tech Band, their flag line, but also to listen in. Let's do so now. One of the things I love about a Christmas parade, getting an opportunity to hear the bands perform, to watch their precision marching, and it's just always a joy. And the folks at Arkansas Tech do a fantastic job. The Arkansas Tech Band of Distinction. You see the clarity of our picture. You hear the crispness of our sound. It's made possible by IMC Studios. You know, the folks at IMC can bring to your business and to your advertising that same sort of quality. So if you've been thinking about something to set your business apart, remember IMC Studios. Visit with them today. And they, of course, are the ones that put together. All I do is speak, but they make it all magical. IMC Studios. Branded by Christ Cowboy Church. If you haven't been to the Branded by Christ Cowboy Church, I'd urge you to attend. This is just a wonderful organization, and every year they put together something special, and this year is no different. Take a look at this float, looking at the Star of Bethlehem, and of course, the reason for the season, the fact that the Christ child has been born. Merry Christmas from Branded by Christ Cowboy Church. Let's see here, Johnson County Roundup Club. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we don't have some pony soldiers on down the way, headed this way, but the Johnson County Roundup Club is on hand for the Russellville Christmas Parade this year. One of the things I enjoy about the parade also is the fact that we have so many organizations, so many efforts that come together, not only the Polk County area, but here in Johnson County, and they are on hand as well, the Clarksville and the Lamar and surrounding area. And we certainly appreciate them making their way to Russellville to be a part of this year's parade. Lots of fire departments, and they are fantastic. Many of these volunteer fire departments, and the London Fire Department, one of those right there. London Fire Department, they keep very busy, to say the least, making sure that those individuals in the London and surrounding area are safe. The Clean and Green Committee, making their way along the Main Street area, the Clean and Green Committee. And Caitlin Beasley, who is a senior rodeo queen, just to follow. Now, I don't know if you'll have an opportunity to see him. He should be coming up here in just a few moments. By the way, Brianna Hoyt, there she is. She's a junior rodeo queen. And lots of rodeo activity in this year's parade. I said the Pony Soldiers would be here, and they are here. At River Valley Radio, we've been telling everyone that the Space Cowboy himself, Randy Hendricks, is going to be in the parade. And he will be here in just a few minutes, I do believe. Here's the Johnson County Roundup Club, many more of their organization. And you see some youth there. The 4-H Wranglers are along as well. Thank you, Johnson County Roundup Club, a great part of this year's Russellville Christmas Parade. And there he is with his horse and those lights right there waving at everybody in the crowd in the Polk County Riding Club. There's the Space Cowboy himself, Randy Hendricks. Well, Jenna Mimersdorf is Rodeo Princess for this past year, and she's along. Pennington Farms has entries as well. The Pony Soldiers, as I always used to call them, making their way through the downtown Russellville area. If only Roy Rogers and Dale Evans could be here, it would be a perfect night, but their memory is here as well. Well, you have the big horses, the big ponies, then you have the miniature ponies. And here they are, making their way through the downtown area. Equally a very important part of the Russellville Christmas Parade. I knew he would be headed this way, and we saw him at the Christmas tree lighting. Didn't have an opportunity to go visit with him, but he's here, and he wishes to you a very Merry Christmas. Old St. Nick himself, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. I mean, they flew in earlier with Rudolph, but they wanted to make their way through, so our friends, of course, making it special, something very unique, as the Russellville Fire Department pulls a custom sleigh for Mr. and Mrs. Claus and their elves, wishing to all those young boys and girls a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. And wrapping things up, it is the Russellville Fire Department. Their ladder truck, their hook and ladder truck they've used for many years. The Russellville Fire Department at the wrap-up of this year's Russellville Christmas Parade. We certainly appreciate you being a part of our broadcast. Again, Johnny Story sitting in for Tom Kimmerling. Have a very Merry Christmas. We remind you that our broadcast has been made possible by some great sponsors, and if you would, let them know you enjoy this presentation. Advanced Collision Solutions. Also, don't forget the folks that, of course, are happy to represent you, Representative Andrea Lee and her husband, Philip. Cornwall Funeral Home and River Valley Crematory, over a century of caring. Coldwell banker James R. Ford and Associates. Don't forget Regions Bank. And also, the great people over at Italian Gardens, sandwiches, steaks, and Italian food. Liberty Bank. Real banking, it's Liberty Bank. And, of course, we can't forget Suddenlink. Live connected, it's Suddenlink. The Russellville Christmas Parade, also made possible by IMC Studios.